Odds are you're most productive when you're working from your desk. So leaving just to go to the post office, that can slow you down. It stinks. That's why you need Stamps.com. With Stamps.com, buy and print official U.S. postage right from your own computer and printer. Stamps.com will send you a digital scale, automatically calculates the exact postage you need for any letter or package, any class of mail. You will never waste valuable time going to the post office ever again. Do everything right from your desk with Stamps.com. Print the postage you need, put it on the letter or package, then just hand it to your mail carrier, and you're done. I use Stamps.com. You should too. Send things to my show. Write me a letter using Stamps.com. I'll read it right now. Use my last name, Mohr, M-O-H-R, for this special offer. No risk trial, plus $110 bonus offer that includes the digital scale and up to $55 free postage. Don't wait. Go to Stamps.com before you do anything else. Click on the microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Mohr, M-O-H-R. Stamps.com, enter Mohr. It's National Start Your Business Month at LegalZoom.com. Okay, I know I've been talking about this for more than a month, but it's for a reason. So many of you are starting businesses right now. So LegalZoom has decided to extend it through March. That's right. Call it whatever you want. Just remember, this is a great time to start your business. Whether you're setting up an LLC, S-Corp, sole proprietorship, or a nonprofit, LegalZoom takes care of you from start to finish. Their award-winning service was developed by the best legal minds in the entire country, and every business gets personalized attention. That's why over 90% of LegalZoom customers would recommend the service to their family. You'll be in great company, my friends. 3 dozen companies on the Inc. 500 lists were started through LegalZoom. Start your business right at LegalZoom.com. LegalZoom is not a law firm and provides self-help services at your specific direction, but there's so much more. Now, every LLC and incorporation package includes easy-to-use business accounting software, a $269 value, free. Be sure to enter Mohr, M-O-H-R, in the referral box at checkout. Start your business, protect your family, safeguard your assets at LegalZoom.com today.
You guys are the best. I love this one. Dear JJ, I'm a butcher for Whole Foods Market in Overland Park, Kansas. I've been chosen by my team to compete in the company's Best Butcher competition in March. In preparation for the contest, I decided I could use a few new tools of the trade. So I went to jmohr.com, clicked on the Amazon banner. I then purchased an 8-inch meat cleaver, a 3-sided sharpening stone, a honing steel, and a carrying pouch for all my knives. I'm an avid listener, a subscriber, a warrior, and just a huge fan. I'm glad that I remembered to go to jmohr.com and click the Amazon link before I purchased. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm putting my name on it. Jared Langley. Jared, you're the best. I hope you win the Best Butcher competition. You're the best damn butcher listener in the world. Thanks, Jared Langley. Love you, buddy.
Put your name on it. Just put your name on it. That's all I say. Be a man or a woman. Put your name on it.
Well, I'd like to hear about it, potheads.
How the fuck you gonna know how to be great if you don't study greatness? Look at the game tape.
Donuts.
If you want a battle, it's either that you will or you won't.
You know, you're not a bad-looking man, Mr. Gals.
But you are, Blanche. You are in that chair.
There's something wrong with us. Something very, very wrong with us.
Barry Katz, back by popular demand. More than anyone, people tweet me at jmohr37 Barry Katz, and they say, when is Katz coming back? Here you are, finally. You got to get real close to that mic, so pull your chair up.
I am here finally. It's been a long time. I have there's been a few false starts. I've actually been in your driveway at times. I've been
one time we were supposed to record at my new radio show, Fox Sports Radio, J Mohr Sports, which is an iHeart station. I don't want it to sound like a plug, but if you guys do want to listen to me do a radio show, it's an iHeart radio station, which means there's an app, iHeart, like the letter I, Heart Radio, and it's AM 570, J Mohr Sports, 125 affiliates. We're doing good. Anyway, you and I were supposed to do a podcast. I meant at noon in my office, because I'm off the air at like 11:58, and then I will literally get in an elevator, record it for an hour, and we'll get out of there. And then you gave me a text like, I'm outside your house, man. I don't know what's going on. And I realized I never told you, oh, by the way, let's do this at my job.
And then I said, hey, don't worry about it. I can just go right now. I can get there. I'm already in my car on my way.
Yeah, because the one thing I don't want to do is I don't want to wait in an office. Because I don't like that. You know, there's two ways of going about the office, and especially in showbiz. And then I'll let you do the majority of the talking because people really missed you. Shower Bench missed you.
Really?
Twitter. Yeah.
It's always unique for a guy in my position to have people who unanimously feel the way they do. So that's a good thing.
Jen in KC, when is Barry Katz coming back?
After today, my 100% approval rating should go down.
Uncle Dan really hit it out. He was backstage after the Ontario Improv. We were talking Special Olympics with Aunt Christy. Not with about Aunt Christy. That would be a terrible podcast guest. Orange. I like the color orange. So, yeah, people wanted you back. No, that's the thing with showbiz. When you have like a trailer, I think it really speaks volumes about the person is how much they decorate their trailer. Like if you go do, like I'm going to do Suburgatory, right?
That's right. You're doing the finale.
So if I go to Suburgatory and you go into my trailer and there's like a blanket on the couch and a couple candles lit and there's a little cappuccino like, bro, you're here for 2 days. Like this could all go away. I've always been the only thing I've ever hung in a dressing room in my life at Saturday Night Live when I had it's all in the book. I'm not going to go all the way back. When my dressing room was the former elevator bank.
That's right. It was crazy.
I could touch both walls sitting in a chair with my fingers outstretched. I put the poster from Reservoir Dogs of Keitel and Buscemi with their guns at each other's faces.
I remember that.
Because that's how I felt. Like this is just everybody's shooting each other.
Remember Henny Youngman used to say, you know you're in a small room when you put your key in the door and you break the window. That's what kind of dressing room it was.
I like that one because it's timely. So yeah, I didn't want you to come up to my office because there's nothing in my office at Fox Sports Radio. It's a couch and a desk, and it's really just become a place we do podcasts from.
Let's be honest, because
Yes,
I use this phrase a lot, and I know you use it too. The truth serum in your veins. Do you really believe, since your office is not decorated at the radio station, do you really believe in your mind it's going away?
No.
Okay then.
But I don't
start decorating.
It's all no. I also why? What am I going to put on the walls? What am I going to put on? I'm never there. And when you do a movie, you are in your trailer a lot. But when you do a sitcom, you're in your dressing room or trailer once in a while. I don't think you should be comfortable in those places. I think I guess the difference is
I think that's a great thing you just said. You don't think you should be comfortable in those places because that psychologically makes you give the best representation of yourself every day, knowing that it could go away. So I think some ways that's actually a positive thing.
Also, I don't want people. I've never really given it this much thought, but that's why you're here because you're perfect at wedging me into a rabbit hole. I don't think you should ever feel comfortable at the place you're not working at work. I mean, it's not like you're sitting around off to the side of the set breaking balls with crew guys. You're alone. It's like being a sequestered juror. Like, they don't put shit up on the walls. They're trapped. So I don't know how comfortable you want to make the place that you're sitting, waiting for 4 other people to finish their dialogue, and then they'll set up lights and cameras, and then go, okay, Barry, we're ready for you.
I think it's probably, different for different artists, but I think for you and the kind of artist you are and the kind of artist most comedians are, they would take your philosophy. But it's weird we only have an hour today. I've done such long ones with you, so I've got to be conscious of the time. But
there's two ways to look at it too, though. The other way is, well, when you go to that room after working and exercising your mind, doing acting, don't you want it to be homey and as homey as possible, so you have a place of comfort to retreat to? And my answer is no. My place to retreat is home. I don't want to trick myself into being like, I don't ever want to hang out in my dressing room after work. These people. Like, hey, when you come out, we're going to get a couple drinks. I'm not hanging. I just hung out with you guys for 14 straight hours. Now we're going to wrap it up with a cocktail at a sushi place? Beat it. You're work people. I got home people. And a lawn. I got a lawn.
Well, we're in this kind of business that's kind of like it's a, as most people are listening to this who are in the business, and we're pulling back the curtain for those who aren't, we're in this weird, like, flawed business that's like, just like right now we're in pilot season, let's say, which we are, that goes on. And for most actors, this is the time where they can make the score and get on a show, like, let's say, Melissa McCarthy, who was basically, not doing what she wanted to be doing as much, and then she became a huge star by just booking one job. And this is the flaw, but it's also amazing about our business. So Maddie and Jay, imagine if...
Hey, Maddie!
Imagine if you had 4 5-minute meetings with a girl, and after 4 5-minute meetings, you had to decide whether you wanted to marry her or not, or you had to be with her for 7 years.
Maddie does it like every 2 weeks.
That sounds like last weekend.
All right. Well, anyway, so this is what it is with pilot season, just to give you people.
He
an
also
idea.
has 4 5-minute divorces every 3.5 weeks.
That's fantastic.
Legal Zoom.
LegalZoom.com is the place to get it. Finesse Mitchell came on here and got a divorce. That prick got divorced on LegalZoom, and he was like, "It was the best." She never knew what hit her.
That's amazing.
So, how do you explain that?
I'll explain it to you
to the layman.
And sometimes it can be 3, but I'll put it in it.
Oh,
it's amazing. So if you're an actor or an actress, you go to your audition for the casting director. You have an intern holding the camera, like, that's a little more efficient than Maddie, and it's just an amazing thing. And you have to do a great job. You do a great job for 5 minutes, they call you back, and you go for the producer session. You do the same thing, or maybe a little adjustment for the producer session. That's your second time. 5 minutes. If they like you, you test for the studio.
Screen test
For the studio. You go 5 minutes for the studio with the 3 to 5 people that they've selected, sometimes 2. You get past that, you go to the network. You go to the network for 5 with those people. You either get it or you don't. So in Melissa McCarthy's case, she has 4 auditions.
20 minutes total.
20 minutes total, and she's on a show which is going to go 7 years or more. And that's the amazing thing, our business. It's phenomenal, but it's flawed. So if you're an actor or an actress or a comedian who's an actor, all you have to do is fool these motherfuckers for 20 minutes, and you can be lucky enough to be on a sitcom for 7 years. It's amazing. And by the way, I want to share this with the viewers because I don't think they understand. You were a person when I met you who'd never taken an acting class in his life. You were a kid from New Jersey. You never really went to college. You were doing stand-up in these
Never
clubs.
really went to college.
Yes. Well,
they put up fucking barricades to keep him from getting in the parking lot.
So, and yet you go up for literally, it's like your first sitcom ever.
Camp Wilder.
And what was weird is that you were in New York, so sometimes they assign a casting director in New York. And back
Alexa Fogel,
she was amazing.
Bless her heart, we love her.
She had these stuffed pigs all over our office, like hundreds of pigs.
See, she decorated her office. She's not going anywhere.
There you go. And what happens if you're in New York, it's not like it is today where you just put yourself on tape and it's like it goes on the websites and there's no... Back then, it was a different policy. She's FedExing VHS tapes and whatever. But Jay went in. He auditions for her. He's never done anything. His resume is basically Catch a Rising Star 1 a.m. spot. That's his resume. Goes in and, as we've talked about before, creates a fucking problem. And because there's actors who've gotten all these kind of gigs, everything, they have a resume full of appearances on television series. You have nothing. You go in, you blow her away. She's so impressed by you. She takes the tape. She doesn't even bring you in again right away, but she did bring you in again just to make sure. So there was that extra one. Brought you in, sends the tape to L.A. What happens? You get the call, I'm flying to L.A. and I'm testing for the
first
studio.
Class, American Airlines. Let me tell you something. Even if you don't get the job, they could save so much money if they would just fly beat actors coach. The amount of people sitting in first class drinking free booze on American Airlines just to get to screen test at ABC, it's got to be $500,000 a year.
It's incredible. And so Jay goes across the country. He does the studio test. And I want to relate him to somebody because I think it's a good point for all those people out there listening. I'm going to relate him to an actress who's on Two Broke Girls, Beth Baer is the blonde girl. Another one who I think she did one guest appearance in a television show. That was on her resume. But she went in like Jay.